In this demonstration I'll be showing you how to publish a SVG which has come from a DXF so that we can use it in the program. So we start by going to dev.scudt.com and you'll be asked for a login, which I'll provide to anyone that needs it. And we log in. If it's a product that already exists, then obviously we click on that product, but chances are if you're publishing a pattern, it's a new product. So we say create new product. I'll call it my hoodie. Give it a hoodie1, an SKU. It needs an SKU. We'll put it in the Snugs category. Description is optional, and we have color management. So if it's a sports piece of clothing, sports apparel, then we keep to the Pantone sports palette. But if it's for Snugs, then we can use all printable colors. 3D models we don't have to look at just yet. We need to publish the pattern before we can finish the 3D models. So let's go to add template. And now we need to upload two files, the SVG and the rule file. Now the rule file, if there isn't a rule file, we need to create one because there's certain data that we need from that. I'll just open this one so you can see what it looks like. And this is the minimum amount of data, the number of sizes, a size list, because these sizes are completely arbitrary. Some are labeled small, medium, large, some are labeled 36, 38, 40, etc. And then the default size is what's known as the sample size in rule files. So if there isn't one, we can easily create one. It's a simple text file but needs to be saved with the RUL extension. So we have our SVG and we have our rule file. Select them both, and then you can see you get a preview. Now upload that, and we get a larger preview. And the only tools we're interested in when publishing are these three at the bottom: create a pattern, auto grading, and then save template. So we start by creating a pattern, and what that does is sort out the cutting and the sewing lines and makes them into pieces. So if we say create pattern, then you can see that there's the blue line is the cutting line, and the black represents the blue is the sewing line, and the black represents the cutting line. Because our rule file didn't have any rules, any grading points, then we need to add those. But I've made a routine to automatically do that. That's the next button, auto grade. And then you should see these green dots, and these will be grading points that can be used in graphic design. So now I can look at the pattern in different sizes, check that everything's working, and when we're satisfied it is, then we say save template, and you get a message, print template saved. If you go back one now, press on products, in my new product, you can see it's called new product because I didn't save. So although I called it my hoodie, I forgot to save. So that's one to look out for. But if you haven't saved, then it'll just be called new product. So then I need to go through this process again. And this time I'll remember to hit update. You can see that the last thing on here is show in product list. This is whether it should be available for people. So if you're working on a product but it's not ready yet, then you might want to check it off there. Let's just check it on. Update. And now you can see my hoodie. If we have an image, we could add an image here so we can see it. If we now open in the design tool, and you can see we have all the different sizes, and it functions the way you would expect. It is easier with the sports coloring, because now we want to make a UV template for the 3D models. So we could go back and just say that it's got Pantone colors, and remember to always update when you change something. So now if we go into there, then you can see we can change all the colors at the same time. And then if we were building 3D models, then we could say medium, download UV template. And that gives us a template to work with in 3D. So that's everything. That's all you need to know to publish and test an SVG pattern together with its rule file.